In the world of royal hierarchy, a king might rule, but in the realm of Google searches, the scene is quite different. The traditional order is turned on its head, with Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, commanding the spotlight, while King Charles and the future King William trail behind. This might seem surprising, but when we delve a little deeper, it begins to make sense. You see, the world's interest as measured by Google Trends doesn't necessarily align with royal authority. People are drawn to what's fresh, what's exciting, and, let's be honest, what's controversial. And in that regard, Harry and Meghan certainly have their bases covered. They've managed to navigate a unique path, stepping away from royal duties and carving out a new life that's both compelling and, at times, contentious. This has made them magnets for media attention, and every appearance, every statement, every outfit they don, they all spark an avalanche of Google searches. In contrast, King Charles, despite being the head of state, leads a more stable life. Unless there's breaking news, coronation updates, or royal controversies, his day-to-day activities don't generate the same level of global curiosity. And then we have the future King William. He and his wife, Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, are certainly adored, but their life is more predictable, more controlled. It's less likely to set the internet abuzz with speculation and intrigue. Lastly, we can't discount the global fascination with Harry and Meghan. Despite Harry being sixth in line to the throne and Meghan not being in the line of succession at all, people are captivated by their style, their choices, and their personal stories. This fascination propels them to the top of the Google search charts, well above their official royal status. So it's not just about royal titles, it's about what sparks people's curiosity. In the digital age, it's clear that drama, intrigue, and personal stories command more attention than the crown itself. The monarchy might rule the kingdom, but in the realm of Google Trends, Harry and Meghan are the reigning monarchs. Harry and Meghan, despite having no ruling titles, are dominating global attention. The couple, who are famously known for their departure from the royal family, have managed to become the centre of global curiosity. You see, their lives are a thrilling blend of royal drama, fashion statements, interviews, and global events. Every single appearance they make, every outfit they don, and every move they make sparks searches worldwide. Their departure from royal duties, which they charmingly termed as for sipping back, was a surprise move that shook the world. Harry and Meghan's decision to carve their own path independent of the royal family has been a subject of fascination, controversy, and ample Google searches. Their fashion choices, too, are a significant part of their appeal. Meghan, with her sophisticated and modern style, has become a fashion icon. Every outfit she wears is analysed, admired, and often emulated by fans around the globe. Harry, on the other hand, with his laid-back and casual style, is admired for his relatability. Their interviews are another aspect that draws the public's attention. Whether it's their candid discussions about mental health, their experiences within the royal family, or their plans for the future, Harry and Meghan's willingness to open up about their personal lives is refreshing and intriguing. Their words are often quoted, shared, and heavily discussed on social media platforms, further fueling their popularity. Lastly, their involvement in global events, such as their philanthropic endeavours or their public appearances, keeps them in the spotlight. Whether they're advocating for mental health, speaking at a charity event, or launching their own projects, their actions are constantly under the global microscope. Their lifestyle, their fashion, their choices, all these factors make Harry and Meghan the most searched personalities. They may not hold ruling titles, but their influence is undeniably vast, and their appeal is irresistibly compelling. King Charles may be the head of state, but his Google search ranking tells a different story. The world of a king is indeed filled with grandeur, but it's also remarkably steady, consistent, and, quite frankly, predictable. King Charles's life is marked by long-standing traditions, royal duties, and a routine that doesn't change much from day to day. It's this stability that makes his life less likely to be the subject of daily Google searches. You see, the internet thrives on novelty. It craves the unexpected, the fresh, the dramatic. The king's day-to-day life, while fascinating in its own right, doesn't quite fit that bill. There's a rhythm to it, a predictability that, while comforting, doesn't necessarily incite curiosity or spark global interest. Unless there's a significant event, a breaking piece of news, updates about a coronation, or a royal controversy, the king's life doesn't often make it to the search bar. His life, in all its regal splendour, continues to flow in the steady stream of royal tradition, largely undisturbed by the turbulent currents of viral trends and sensational headlines. Let's not forget, the monarch's primary role is to serve as a symbol of national unity and continuity. While that role is crucial, it's not often the stuff that trending topics are made of. The king's life is a long, continuous narrative, rather than a series of short, explosive stories that capture the world's attention. At the end of the day, while the king's life may not be tapping into the global zeitgeist on a daily basis, it doesn't make it any less important or less fascinating. It's a testament to the enduring power of tradition, the weight of duty, and the quiet strength of stability. The king's life might be stable, but stability doesn't always make headlines. But remember, in a world that's constantly changing and often unpredictable, there's something profoundly comforting about the stability and continuity that the king's life represents. Adored, yes. Searched, not as much. This is the story of future King William. With a life lived largely in the public eye, Prince William, the future king, is a known entity. His story is one of predictability, and that predictability brings a certain comfort. From his childhood as the elder son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana, to his marriage to Kate Middleton, and now his role as a father, his life is a steady stream of expected milestones. But here's the thing about predictability. It doesn't necessarily drive curiosity. People are naturally more curious about the unexpected, the surprising, the dramatic. The life of a future king, while certainly interesting, is carefully curated and controlled. William and his wife Kate are adored by millions, but their story is less viral than that of other members of the royal family. Consider this. Every public appearance they make, every statement they issue, every outfit they wear is meticulously planned and executed. There's little room for spontaneity or surprise, and in the world of Google searches, it's the surprises that often garner the most attention. The couple's devotion to duty, their commitment to their roles, and their steadfastness in upholding the traditions of the monarchy are commendable and expected. They're carrying out their roles exactly as they should, exactly as we expect them to. But Google doesn't measure duty or tradition. It measures interest, curiosity, the need to know more, and the predictable doesn't always stoke that fire. And it's not just about the predictability of their roles, it's also about the predictability of their narratives. The stories of William and Kate are known, they're familiar. And familiarity doesn't always breed curiosity. Remember, curiosity is what drives the clicks, the searches, the need to know more. Harry and Meghan, with their dramatic departures and bold choices, provide that curiosity. William and Kate, with their predictable lives and adherence to tradition, do not. Predictability can be comforting, but it doesn't necessarily drive Google searches. Harry is sixth in line, Meghan is not even in the succession, but they are globally fascinating. This isn't about a crown or a throne, it's about two individuals who have captured the world's attention in a way that transcends their royal status. Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are a modern-day phenomenon. For some, they represent a break from tradition, a couple who decided to step away from the rigidity of royal life to carve their own path. For others, they're a symbol of a new kind of royalty, one that's not defined by birthright, but by influence and impact. Their style is a major part of their allure. Meghan, with her chic, minimalist fashion sense, has become a trendsetter. She's been named one of the best-dressed women in the world, with people rushing to replicate her outfits. Harry, too, has his own unique style that is both regal and relatable. Their choices are another source of fascination. Their decision to step back from royal duties, to seek financial independence, to move across the pond, to speak openly about their struggles, all these choices have been scrutinised, debated, and followed with intense interest. But perhaps what's most compelling is their personal story. A prince falling in love with an American actress, their fairy tale wedding, the birth of their children, their candid discussions about mental health, their commitment to philanthropy. All these elements combine to create a narrative that's captivating, inspiring, and at times controversial. This is why Harry and Meghan are more than just the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They're global figures who've transcended their royal titles, captivating the world with their style, their choices, and their story. They're not just royal, they're relatable, they're revolutionary, they're real. Their story, their style, their choices. It's not about the crown, it's about the fascination they evoke. The world's fascination with Harry and Meghan is not about their place in the line of succession. It's about their place in our hearts and minds.